Grumpy old man here. I'm not sure how far into it. I'm at least 15 miles in. And I'm on the Ohio and Erie Canal towpath trail. Now it's gone from pavement, beautiful pavement actually. They've maintained it pretty well. Now it's down to the kind of double track, crushed limestone or whatever this stuff is, kind of trail. I figure I'll give you a little bit of that. There's a canal to the left, looking very canal-like. Since they're not in use, they just grow algae and get grossy McFunky pants. Don't know if I said it earlier, but kind of the goal today, well, I'm definitely going to do 100 miles. At least that's, well, I'm going to do 100 miles today, at least. But my goal is actually 150 miles. We'll see. And no, this is not an e-bike. It's mile 11 that just went by, if you saw that. Little sign. But I'm much further into it because when I rode from the Amtrak station to the head of the trail, I actually had to ride like 5 miles or so to get there, not realizing that literally I was going to backtrack, a good chunk of what I had just done. So it's interesting. Oh, and now it's back to pavement. That's nice. Oh, that's an overflow. That's cool. And then back to dirt. I read online that you can't camp kind of anywhere unless you pay for it, with the exception of, I think there's on the entire trail, like if you just went one way, it's 326 miles. And I read that there's one free site for the whole distance, like that's on the trail. And that's kind of nuts to me. I know the argument is always, oh, well, it's near a bunch of cities, and it is. 'Cause that's how canals work. But, and that, homeless people will just kind of take over the camps and, oh, hello, dear. Wow. Disappeared right down in there. But the truth is, you can make rules and laws that you're only allowed to be there for X number of days, and all that. It just seems weird to have this natural beauty and then say no camping. So I guess it does stimulate economics by, kind of forcing you to pay for camping. Holy shit. Hi, dear. It's okay. Stop. 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 Oh. Just got hit by about 1,000,000 bugs. Little gnat looking things. Well, I feel terrible for those deer. Wish they didn't freak out so easy, but I guess that's how they survive. By the way, I've seen about 1,000,000 places you could camp. Not 1,000,000, but you know what I mean. A lot of places you could camp. No problem. One thing I've noticed is that several places, like restaurants, have had their open flag and signs saying, yes, we're open, that kind of thing, signs out when they're closed. I mean, I wouldn't expect them to be open at this time of day. It's just weird. Whew. It's police. "20 miles. I doubt anybody will notice, but I'm a little more hesitant. One, because it was so dark before. Obviously, you know, not trying to kill myself. But I've never done actual gravel riding. I got a gravel bike because I knew I'd do this kind of stuff, and can't always count on it being as nice as this is. So that's why I have a gravel bike, but I'm still hesitant because I've never done this. I've never ridden this bike. Whew, another wave of bugs. I've never done this kind of thing with the gear on it, and so whew, buggy. Getting caught in what little arm hair I have. Ah, bug in there. Ooh, not my nose. Yuck. Oh, this is cool. Now, you've seen these before with me, but why would that keep me from doing it again? That's the old lock gates. The one's wide open, the one's semi-closed. It's actually probably fully closed, but you know, they don't close flush. And then down there, they've got it dammed off so that they can build that big marsh, which looks like it's big enough to, once we get around the corner, I guess we'll see, but looks like it's big enough to have been like a little port area where they would stop and maybe stay in this as like a hotel or something like that. I think it's great that they have a flotation device. Honest to God, if I fall in that mucky water, let me die. I love these things. You can tell that one of these was an add-on because they wouldn't have had roof lines like that back then. Huh. I want to guess that's the add-on just because it's the way it's set up. That looks a little more like it would have been. That's nice, but what's really nice, I think, is that they've kind of done it up. You know, new windows, that kind of thing. On the C&O, those bad boys are as they were a century ago. Excuse me. I'm sure that this is like a museum-y kind of thing. No, excuse me. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a port kind of area over there. At least a little side spot. Oh, horsey. All right, let's, oh no, not horsey. This is a mule. Mule power. Towing canal boats. And if you don't know why they use mules, I'll turn around, be instructive. If you don't know why they use mules instead of horses, it's because horses will go for as long as you tell them to go, including up until they die. And so you don't want that. You want something that's actually a little stubborn and will quit before it gets itself hurt. So that's why, because they're smart enough not to do dumb things. No offense to horses. All right, give you a little break.